The most misunderstood and misused marketing tool to date is your website. I can't tell you how many quality companies are treating their site like a brochure instead of a high performing money printing machine. So, in this video series, I'll be showcasing skilled trade websites as they currently are and applying key principles needed to turn them into lead generating machines. Welcome to Eclado Studios. My name is Elliot, and my job is to simplify the web for skilled trade businesses. Today's video is spotlighting a roofing company who is actually doing well in SEO, which is the harder problem most companies face, but not doing so good on the design, which is drastically impacting their conversion rates. I'll walk you through some key issues I discovered and the solutions I recommend. I'll start off by going through the evaluation I provide. By the way, this evaluation is completely free. I believe in providing value up front. If you need or want one, just reach out and we'll schedule it. Okay, so got the evaluation. Okay, right off the get go, I gave this a score of 57. You want to be over 80 on this evaluation. This evaluation is made up of 5 sections. The first section being technical metrics, SEO metrics, the design metrics, conclusion, and a glossary. So let's start off with the technical metrics, but let's also look at the desktop version of it. So websites, for the most part, are going to perform differently on your regular PC than they will on a phone, simply because of the hardware. So on the regular computer on a desktop, this website scored 86, which is actually pretty good. On average, I see websites are, in the range between 50, 70. So 86 is not a bad score. The only thing that was really impacting um, this section was just the blocking time, as you can see. It was a little bit high, but not too bad. Something that you as a business owner um, that aren't familiar with websites have to worry about. Uh, Okay, next on the list is accessibility. Accessibility is basically it measures how easy it is for all users, including those with disabilities, to use and navigate the website. So it scored pretty good. It scored 90. You'd ideally want this to be 100, but 90 is okay. Best practices is whether the site followed industry standards in coding and how it was created. It's weak on this because there are some security vulnerabilities on it. There's some deprecated APIs, which just basically means that they are no longer used; they're replaced by something else. But this site is continuing to use them. And then the last score is the technical SEO. This isn't the actual SEO. This is how the site was coded or developed to interact with SEO. And you see it got a good score. I'm going to just pause here real quick if you guys want to pause the video and read over the summary. And then I'll move on to the next section. Okay, this section is the mobile version of the technical metrics. So performance, you can see, didn't do good. Everything's in red. All of these 5 metrics are in red. Mobile is very difficult to optimize for um, because the hardware can differ so greatly from desktop. I suggest that you basically read over this section and the section before, and it'll basically explain more or less how to optimize for this. But you can tell right off the bat that this website was not developed with, in a mobile first mindset, which is developing first for, mobile devices like cell phones and tablets, and then growing bigger to, desktop PCs. Okay, so we're in section 2 now in the SEO metrics. And as I said before, this company was doing good on SEO. They have about 458 monthly organic traffic being, navigating to their site from Google. They have 652 keywords being tracked. That's good. And then their domain rating is 14, which is good compared to their competitors. They have 331 backlinks. What that basically means is that there's 331 instances where another website is pointing back to their website, and out of those 331, there's 900, there's 99 unique referring domains. So that means 99 different websites are pointing back to this website, which is actually pretty good. as you'll see coming up, that they're getting a reasonable amount of traffic and they're growing, right? But let's look a little deeper here. Um, so out of all the customers, out of those 458 organic traffic that went to this website, 157 of those searched for Miami Roofing Company or Miami Roof Company, which is actually pretty good. That's a very competitive um, you know, keyword to search for, and they're getting traffic from it. So their SEO isn't bad. It just is really they're not capitalizing on the traffic that they're getting to the site, and you'll see further down. So this is comparing them to their competitors. So, for example, here their domain rating, which is you saw back up here, is basically a combination of their backlinks, referring domains, right? It's their domain rating is about a 14. Their highest competitor is rating at a 45, whereas their lowest competitor is rating a 6, which just basically means that they're competitive. They're doing pretty good. Here you can see a graph. This is their organic traffic over time. You can easily see that they're on an upwards trend. They had like a little hiccup here. Maybe they lost some backlinks or a referring domain, but they're still growing. They're heading towards that 600, which is actually great. And this is where their site takes a dive. And you'll see here shortly. Their design of the site itself is not good at all. I'll pause it here for a second so you can read through it. But let's actually look at the site. Okay, right off the bat, you can see that the site is dated and needs some love. I'll first go through all the main issues and why it's important. I won't mention all the stuff missing, like call to actions, for now. I'll just address the items on the homepage. Let's start at the top. The navigation menu items are not aligned properly, and they are redundant sections that can be combined into one. Some of the navigation menu items are in Spanish and unorganized. All of these issues combined create an unpleasant experience that's going to drive potential clients away from your site. Simply put, if a client can't navigate easily through your site, they'll go to another site. The next issue I'll address is that all of the images and visual elements are of poor quality, not sized correctly, and driving customers to think you're not reputable. Take a second to think of what everyone is now used to in terms of their mobile devices, websites they visit daily, TV advertisements, and streaming services. The standard for what is visually acceptable has gone up dramatically in the last 5 years. A company is immediately judged when the website is first loaded. You do not want to make a bad first impression. Lastly, I'll address the biggest cause of potential clients leaving the site. There's way too much text on the page and it's overwhelming to most users. It's not formatted consistently, there isn't a natural flow to the information, and users will not take the time to read everything. The latest behavioral studies show that users will pay attention and remember the first thing they see and the last thing they see. Most will not take the time to read everything. Now let's take a look at what the site should look like and what we need to do to get more customers to reach out. I first did some market research to see what their top performing competitors were doing in order to see what this demographic responds to. I then created a mock up homepage using the company's information and brand colors. The plan is simple. We want to grab their attention, build trust, and incentivize them to act. The most important thing I want to drive home for this specific trade is that you must build trust. Most people looking for roofing services are scared of losing money and time. Everyone has had a bad contractor story, and you must reassure the user that you are reputable. Let's start at the top. The navigation menu is simple and straightforward. The users can click on the phone number and they will be immediately taken to their phone app. Since we are in Miami, Florida, having a button and can automatically swap your entire site to and from Spanish is a must. Something like this. Adding a mega menu for the services is also recommended for this trade due to its many offerings. Okay, now let's focus on the hero section, which is the largest section just under the navigation. We first start by grabbing the user's attention by animating the company's total 5-star Google reviews. Hit refresh so you can see it here at the bottom right. This also starts the trust building process. We provide a contact form right at the top in case they want to reach out immediately. Scrolling a little further down, we showcase some actual 5-star reviews from Google as well as some badges from an authority, which will continue to build more trust. Doing the market research, I found that USA Today and today's homeowners were praising this company as one of the top 10 best in Miami, so I added it to the homepage. Further down the page, I grouped up all of the services the company offered and placed them into quick buckets, making it easier for the users to find what they need. Also, notice we are keeping the sections easily distinguishable by using different backgrounds between sections. Finally, on the last section of the page, right above the footer, I added a very important lead magnet in the form of a quick quiz that will provide the users with information about roofs while at the same time providing the company with important information like the user's name, email, and preferences. All of these users' inputs and contact requests can be then used in your sales funnel. And that about wraps it up. This mockup site feels modern, performs well, and is tailored specifically for users looking to do business with a roofing company. If you're interested in a free evaluation or want me to do the next spotlight with your company site, reach out to me. My contact information is posted along this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope this gave you insight into how your website can be used to generate more leads in the skilled trade space. I'm Elliot from Miclado Studios. Have a great day.